back. Now, if you ever wanted to see the process of syncing and setting up settings, the way with it being 1, 2, 3, and pause, down, down, back. It's a little soft, but I'd rather have it too soft than too loud. If people really are concerned about it, they can pop up in chat and let me know then. But man, I feel like we've put this off for way too long as is. So welcome all. I got a fun little thing going on, and I spent so long setting up the stream. I still have quest rewards? Well, this is a good time to explain what Emerald Rouge is all about while we're here. I had covered Emerald Rouge before in the past, but it's a long time ago. It's easier to show rather than tell, but long story short, you take a Pokemon, you go out on adventures, and it's called Emerald Rouge because it has the whole rogue-like gimmick. Every time you lose, you can build up stuff around town to get more items and Pokemon to go in the future rounds with. Recently I finished my first run, which unlocked a whole bunch of post-game features, including changing the Pokedex. So for stream, I wanted to try something a little special because Legends Arceus is just a thing we have going on the channel. So I wanted to at least attempt a run of Emerald Rouge with only Pokemon from the Hissui Pokedex. I even pulled out the only Pokemon that I've gotten so far that fits the Hissui Pokedex bill. And we're gonna take our little friend off onto an adventure. Now, Emerald Rouge is big and long, so we are definitely not finishing it this stream, especially with all the technical difficulty, the late start and the technical difficulties I went through. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have pinned the ORA style quest until I was ready to actually do that. More post-game features I don't really have the time to go all over. You know, I probably will make videos on this, but I'll probably let a lot of the explaining. I'll probably let Postme handle a lot of the explaining because I just want to play the game. And I get a feeling a lot of my focus is going to be making sure I don't screw things up. But maybe I'll get more into the groove of talking as we get more practice into it all. And it's our first run. Anything's good. Anything's good. Except maybe swarming. Oh well. I'm no stranger to Cricket Talk, so it's not like we're not gonna. It's not like we're completely screwed because that's the only thing I can find. Yeah, but we'll see how things go by ear. So the goal of Emerald Rouge, it's like an abridged version of a Pokemon game where you have to go around these various routes, get 7 gym badges, and if you're skilled enough to get that far, you fight the Elite Four and can go fight the champion after. Oh! Early Spiritomb! This was the right route to choose. Surely I won't be able to beat the first try though. Or I mean, surely I have some room to whittle it down. Really, level 4? Yeah, we're fine. Sorry, I got a little distracted, but yeah. Oh! Speaking of distractions. Everything's just going in my favor. You know what? Let's try the Pokeball first. Oh, you know, I should have tried the Heal Ball so I could get back to full HP. But at least we have 4 Pokemon going on. Shoot. The other thing about Emerald Rouge is that it has a lot of different rule sets. So I just don't remember if I have the rule on that makes it that I get to keep Pokemon when I faint, or if I change that. Because typically I've been playing with revives on, but I was a little conflicted whether to do it for this stream, so I know on my off time it's going back and forth with that setting in particular. And I don't remember if the last time I had it was on or off. So I guess we'll find out together whenever the first Pokemon on our team faints, I suppose. Which means it might not be a bad idea to try to give some of these Pokemon nicknames before we possibly lose them. Oh, I would say a good one, but that would be lying to the people's face. Steve. It's pronounced Steve, but like Scythe. Yeah. I'm just still in awe that our first route, and we got a Spiritomb. Getting a Cypher isn't bad either. The question is, can I get with a I was gonna say, can I get Pokemon without an encounter? But I'm sure I gotta take down some of these people eventually. I should really be messing around with my team's moves a bit, just because I gotta forget, Emerald Rouge does the Legends games and not like typical Pokemon games when it comes to actually deciding whether or not to get rid of old moves. Aesthetics? What am I? Feels like I'm missing a lot. Yeah. I think I want a flying move on at least one of you. Great. I remember what I want to do now, just make sure that see if you're more of a physical or a special attacker. Yeah, definitely want to lean more towards the physical attack, so maybe having both Powder Snow and Icy Wind. Actually, Rabbit Spin is just an objectively better tackle, so Why not? And I would say you wouldn't use Curse, but maybe. It's something that could come in handy. Now I remember why I didn't do more streams of version 1. Yeah, because I would love to do a video just going over an entire run, and streaming it, and then editing stuff in post-commentary feels like an obvious answer, but... Then... I remember that I get way too focused into actually playing the game to actually commentate on my own. In my defense, there's a lot going on in this game. Like, there's always Pokemon to catch, and you always gotta figure out what moves to get them, and pay attention to literally everything. It feels... I guess it's just the fact that it's harder than a typical Pokemon playthrough, so it takes a lot more of my brain processing power to actually play through it competently. To the point where I don't know if I even have the ability to talk, plus I guess I wouldn't be surprised if I was at least a little bit tired. It's been quite the day. Took care of walking, errands, breakfast, and lunch, all while I was out. Left in the morning and didn't really get back home until like 3. I would say it'd be more accurate to say that I didn't really get started at anything until 3 o'clock. Because I know I got back earlier than that, but that includes when I include eating and putting away groceries there. My options were kind of limited. I like the fact that we already... Spiritomb is already looking nice and we just got it. Meanwhile, when we caught it, only had Nightshade to really work with. Do we even want Lear? I guess we'll see. I mean, I just wish it stopped being night so I could actually see what I was doing. It's kind of sad because I think I had better lighting in handheld than I do quote-unquote console. Let's see, do I want to try to get a few more levels in that? I guess I could just keep my eyes open at my HP in that. If things get too low, we can backtrack out of it. Or we could just freeze the Spiritomb again. Was it with me and my luck with ice? This run in particular. Half tempted to catch another Spiritomb just to have fodder until I get the next Pokemon. Then I don't get experience. But what are the odds of me ever having a Spiritomb frozen at 1 HP? And I guess if I want to get real crazy, I can compare the two and see which one is better. That being said, I think I could just use the seed gear to see what my settings are. Okay, the reward level is average, so that pretty sure that means I turned off the thing where you lose Pokemon. Yeah, Affection is disabled, Switch is disabled. Which one of these would it even be under? all trainers are enabled. Which I would say, like, would that go against the theme? But then again... Oh, here we go. Release fainted Pokemon. Unfortunately, that is enabled. So I gotta be careful of my team. Can't just send them in all half-assedly. And maybe there's actually merit in stocking up on Pokemon of the same type. It'll definitely make things more interesting at the very least. It may not be the way I want to play, but something tells me it's what the people would want anyways. Well, it looks like 15's our level cap anyways. Won't bother too much. But I do... There's a little thing with this where you don't get EVs from battling wild Pokemon. You only get them from these items that we're picking up early on and from trainer fights. Which is why I'm backtracking, because I'm pretty sure there's a trainer that I skipped. And it might be worth it for the easy early EVs. Case in point. Me and my precious Pokemon are on our way to fight Jim. I didn't even need to read that out loud. And it only got worse from there. Oh, come on, Cricketune, you really got nothing. Frosty's still worn out. And I think like I slightly like this one a little more than before. I really should unpin the Aura challenge until I'm ready to do it, but the whole point of pinning it in the first place was because it's something I want to remember that I even have the option to do. Because that sounds like a real fun challenge. And as long as I don't get too caught up in other games to not do it eventually, it is something I want to get around to. I think first things first, I have to actually catch 2 Eevees and evolve them into an Umbreon and an Espeon before I can even get started with the challenge, but one thing at a time. And also can't pass by on early healing items. Should I just catch another Cypher just to have the fodder? Sure. Ooh, false swipe. So scared. Speaking of, what am I doing? Why am I not just using my own Cypher that has false swipe to catch this other Cypher? It's too late now, because we're gonna get into Pokeball, and I'd just be wasting more time going through the trouble of whittling it down. Before we get too further, because I gotta actually name my Pokemon before I lose them. Something did come to my mind right away for you, so I'm gonna get that out of my head now rather than later. You may be wondering, Jackie K, what's the point of nicknaming your Pokemon if when they faint you just lose them anyways? Well, we're not gonna get around to it to talk more about it, but Part of the roguelike feature is there is a way to recapture any Pokemon that you had in your run, even if you lose them midway through. And that way you can just like take them back. You can catch, if you like one of the Pokemon you caught, instead of your actual starter, you could just go catch it, put the other Pokemon in your box, and use that one instead. That's how I'm starting with Burmite, actually, because that was not my starter, but a Pokemon that I actually got along the way. Oh, I forgot our abilities. You have Swarm, you have Tactician. That automatically sticks out to me more, but I don't like the fact that special attack is... you have a special attack nature. But that's fine. Emerald Rouge just has options to take care of that. So I guess there's not really too much point in grinding, because even pretty much anything with our Pokemon that we catch can change eventually. So there's not really too much to worry about or be lost from catching multiple wild Pokemon. I'm just filling up my party while I have an easy opportunity to do so. Alright. We got some fun options here. Catching contest is new to version 2. And I'm quite fond of it, so I'll probably go for that. Haven't tried Game Show in this version, but I have done it a lot in version 1, and it's not fun. Oh, sure. Tempted to go for items, tempted to go for the trained Pokemon, but catching contests is kind of one of the more fun additions to the game. Oh, before I forget, we should take advantage of the fact that we have a False Fight Pokemon and actually use it for the catching contest. Oh, a Fairy Theme contest. Would you like to enter? Pokemon with a high special defense, you'll win a special reward. This will be interesting because you don't really think of Fairy when you think of Hissui. Of course, there's Ninetales. No, I'm just gonna catch the Ninetales because there's a very good chance that that's easily the Pokemon with the best special defense. Also, I forgot, it's not like the bug catching count. You think I would have remembered doing this like 2 or 3 times already, but it's not like the bug catching contest. You just pick out the Pokemon and go. Like, Rouse is pretty good, but I don't think it would be better than a Ninetales. Yeah, I mean, like, a fully evolved Clefairy, maybe, but not a Cleffa. Oops, didn't actually run into you. Did I even mention the fact that the Pokemon are roaming around on the overworld? It's a feature you toggle on and off, but still. And I guess I'll sit around for a little bit, but I'm pretty sure there isn't gonna be anything better popping out of this grass besides those freaking Ninetales. It's like baby is stage 1 Pokemon, and also Ninetales. I wonder what the Pokemon that has the highest special defense is. Now for the results. We're on the edge of our seats. No one will have any idea what it could possibly be. We won! It was the Alolan Ninetales! Who would have thought? And yeah, that's a nice start to all this, and I'll happily release something for Ninetales. Do I do the Spirit Team or the Spirit Cipher? Honestly, probably the Spirit Cipher. It's only level 6, but still, we can change that. honestly, I think getting the Ninetales is an even better prize than all the money that we got. Let's see what we can use to get even better. Oh, Dazzling Gleam at level 6. Amazing. Blizzard, Icy Wind. Man, getting Blizzard this early too. No way. I'm just afraid to use a move with that much power. Or I mean, that little accuracy. You know, the tricky part is gonna be balancing this team. Like, I think Whistle's gonna have to get the boot before we can even take it anywhere. Actually, shoot. Frosty is also an ice type. But I think we can afford to have Frosty stick around as long as it can naturally. Do we go for the breezy route to try to round out our team? I'm not sure if I'm ready for a battle prep stop because I don't really know how my team's gonna flesh out yet. Daycare Rest is... it could be useful, but... not that great. I think I'm gonna just take the route and try to see if I can get a few more Pokemon and items. Murkrow, Stantler. Shoot, this is the problem with these runs. I spend forever trying to sync up the type advantages and type charts. Honchkrow could be... I think like the only thing I don't want from here is Badoo. But I'm also not sure who I would... I also have no idea who I would replace. Get the other Pokemon, because I don't want to get rid of Burnmine until I know that the little Ninetales is going to stick. Actually, if I already have Spirit Tomb, then Murkrow doesn't fit on the team as well as I thought. Great, I hit the B button instead of the A button. At least it was for a Pokemon that I wasn't sure I was going to hold on to anyways. Yeah, sadly I won't be surprised if that's not the only time that happens, because jumping between Steam Deck and... my controls are reversed when I'm playing on Steam Deck, and that's how I've been playing this. Well, that's the long and short of it all. So this time we're gonna get rid of the Spirit Tomb. Sorry, when you're going through so many Pokemon, you just gotta go with the first thing that comes to mind. I can always change it later if I come up with something better. Speaking of... I gotta come up with a name for our new Ninetales, which is a male, so that kind of throws off all the ideas I would currently have for it. Because, like, it doesn't... the first thing that comes to mind is Jack Frost, but that doesn't really feel like a Jack Frost to me. Sure. I am horrible with spelling, so I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark with how that's how you spell Aurora. And even if it's not, then at least it's original. Sure, let's take on the first trainer. Oh, that cute little after animation. My team doesn't really feel that... My team can't be that well-rounded if I don't even have a good answer for water types. I guess Whistle has Absorb, so that'll work for now, but... I have to keep these stuff in mind while still thinking of it early on, because I'm sure once the game picks up and the action gets tough, I'm not even gonna be able to think of anything. And also everything, I also know that everything's gonna go downhill the moment team members start fainting. Well, it's nice that you got a chance to shine, Whistle. Because I sadly don't see that being a thing forever. Yeah. Just an objectively better tackle. And... I don't want to put on the moves pool now, but I have to keep in mind that I do have Imprison as an option. Because that could really work to my favor in a tough trainer fight, like maybe a gym leader or something. Sure, let's see how Furry Cutter's Sphere says. And the answer is Zeri. I have to remember sooner rather than later, I should just use up all these medicine items. Maybe there is room on the team for it to do the more I think about it, because we could use a grass type and we have 2 bug types. And also, I don't really gotta get... I thought this team was great, but I'm finding all these things that I don't really have a good answer for. Because I find myself thinking that I could really use a water type now as well. Of course you dodge a Nightshade. I'm only level 15, but it's also only level 4. I kinda wish you could see my eyes rolling right now. I missed 3 double teams in a row. I'd be more worried if it wasn't for the fact that I'm confident that it's only double teaming because it has literally no option against me. This is just gonna be annoying more than anything. Come on! You're not doing squat. Just hit the Shadow Sneak so we can be along our merry way. Thank you. I don't even remember if I finished my sentence or not. Probably because there was 2 sentences. Man, am I really getting rid of Whistle before the first gym? Because I like Cricket Tune, but... two bug types is not gonna cut it. I just wish that it didn't have to be a Badoo that you got replaced by. Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think like they changed the way friendship evolutions work in this. So at the very least, we should be able to get a Roselia sooner rather than later. Farewell, buddy. Maybe if I can find an allowance for enough Pokeballs, I'll catch you in the Friend Safari area someday. As for you, I know exactly what I want to call you. I think for style points, spelling it with like blue and not blue. Shoot, it doesn't quite pronounce cricket. Cricket. I think I need the I in order for it to work the way I want. That is not an I. It blue. Poison Point, not a bad ability to start off with. I just realized the Stantler we got has Intimidate. That's just fantastic. The question is, who's gonna get replaced the moment I find a shiny? Because it's gonna happen. Like, shinies are still rare enough to be special, but the counter rate for them is boosted incredibly, to the point where I highly doubt I'd be willing to bet money that we don't go for a run without running into at least one shiny Pokemon. Even if I don't do anything to increase those odds, we're gonna find one shiny at the very least. It's not gonna stop me from freaking out when we do find the said shiny Pokemon, but worrying at all, no, that it is gonna happen. I should really use some of these medicines, but you following my logic? Because if I were to use them just a little bit earlier, I might have actually put some in that Cricket Tune that we ended up releasing anyways. Oh, good time to get away from my Cypher. You're only level 4 though, so I don't even think you're worth using them. Playing the statuses. I guess the feeling that things are really going to start picking up after the first gym. Because right now I'm just... I wouldn't say I'm grinding, but I'm just doing everything I can to get all the experience I could possibly muster. Excuse me. Oh, come on. You sure you can't do anything else besides fake out me? See, look at all this money we got. Oh, I didn't even notice the start of my trainer chart. Oh. I wonder if that has something to do with me transferring my save file from Steam Deck to console, which is unfortunate because I was hoping to keep this run in the progress I made back in the Steam Deck file, but if it's going to cause technical issues, then maybe I should have a streaming exclusive version of the game. Maybe I'll reach out to the Discord after all this and see if I can get to the bottom of that. Problem is I don't know enough about Pokemon to know... Well, I think it's safe to say that you're going to be a physical attacker. Would Ninetales be more of a wall or a special attacker, though? I have the resources to look it up. The problem is I just hate how much time I spend not counting and just looking into all this stuff. Snow Cloak, Snow Warning. Yeah, you're more focused on special defense than special attack, but it is much better than your physical attack. Question is, do I want to give you the special attacking stuff as well? I'm still not really sure about Cricket Blue, so sure. Like, I feel like this Ninetales, especially like Hissui and Avalugg, I'd be having 2 ice types and 2 rock types. So, unfortunately, even though he's our starter, I feel Frosty's gonna get replaced sooner rather than later. And yet, I'm still tempted to like give you some of the resist feathers. But I guess Cynthia can take them for now. Is that everything? Speaking of which, oh, it's shiny because of the ulti. See, you're good with attack. Pretty good with everything else, but I'm not sure if it's because I gave you the Eevee, the Ivy items, potato. But it seems like focusing on attacking about that is still the right call. Oh, I never even got to show off the whistles that I got. Oh, of course I can't do it now. Everyone's 15 already, so that's not an issue. Right. Maybe I should teach you in prison for the fight. Probably get slightly more mileage out of it than Tail Whip. Hold on. I just realized I never gave my Pokemon berries. I can also give them the Evolite. You know what? For this battle, sure. It'll probably be the one thing that keeps you on par with the rest of the team. As for everyone else, surely you have enough berries to actually put them on someone. If only I could have bought berries. guess they know how good they are and make it impossible to get any. Oh, I have citrus berries already. Do they outpace orange berries? Wait, that's right, I planted all my orange berries before heading out on an adventure. So, I guess you're all just gonna get... Instead... I don't know, should I heal up? It's the first gym, but also... If a Pokemon faints, they're gone. I'd be a fool if anything happened to any of them. When I have all these spare potions just sitting in my inventory. Alright. Oh, I was gonna swap a little Ninetales out first. But it's okay. Oh, you're the Violet Grass gym leader. And I think we'll be fine. I see the game is already struggling to come up with grass types that actually fit the Hissui Dex. Right, your electric ghost. So I can actually... I mean, your electric grass, so I can actually stomp you. Yeah, but still... I do kind of want to just get the hypnosis off early on. If nothing else, it gives me a free switch in the Cypher, and I can start setting up Fairy Swipes, or Fairy Cutters. So come out here, Steve. Or Steve. I try to pronounce it with the C, but it still comes out of my mouth the same way as a T. If I build up... I was gonna say if I build it up on the road top, then I can just sweep the rest of the team. But I may not even get the opportunity to build them up. See how much Fairy Cutter number 2 does. Yeah. I think we're in relatively good shape. Snover might be an issue if it gets a hit in. Oh man, the overcautiousness in me is taking over. Yep. Why risk it though? If it has Ice Shard. If I lose Steve to the first gym, then I would just look like an utter fool. What did I tell ya? We could have peak comedy right there. But instead I played smart. The only downside is that this is going to be an uphill battle. But hopefully my wall can outwall Snover. Man, if only I had a fire type, God. Like, I'm always thinking of all these types that I want on the team. And there is not enough Pokemon slots to get all of my worldly desires onto a single team. It is nice that we got Confuse Ray so early on. It actually gives me an opportunity to use Spirit Tomb the way I always feel that is used best. You may say annoyingly. I just say defensively. And I kind of wonder what sort of offensive powerhouse moves we could have to get this thing. Nothing's really coming to mind. It's always been more of a support Pokemon. Alright, so 1 down, 7 more to go. I'm not even gonna worry about the Elite Four until we get past the gyms. I should take a route. I just gotta figure out what I want along the way. Training Pokemon could be good if it doesn't like conflict with what we already have, but it all depends on what sort of secondary thing I want going on. Buying items is nice, but I was so starved of it last time. And that made me realize that, like, I'm good on items until, like, midway through the game and all. And with you, I can, like, plant berries and that. Maybe get some Pokeblocks to actually help us get Pokemon of types that we want. As much as I want to just get more items, because that feels like the best way. For me, it's just like pick up all the items in a route, and even if I don't get things I want, I could just sell them for things I do want later on. But trained Pokemon could be what we need to help balance out the team. Yeah, speaking of, don't want you to get too attached to that, Frosty. Calm, spooky, rugged, breezy. Rugged might give us some types that would be of use. But I'm really tempted to just go for the trained Pokemon. Of course. The worst part is like this is God. With the way the trained Pokemon work, it's probably gonna be better than Stanley. Well, let's go for it. Getting a Pokemon in, I gotta say though, getting a Pokemon that knows False Swipe, literally in the first round of the run, so good to me. Really, oh man, it's got an Earthquake, like, just having False Swipe makes this feel like a blessed run. And you're a female, so I can't even call you Steve too. Wait, your name wasn't even Steve, it was Stanley. Similar issue. Goodbye, Stanley. And hello... Again, when you're going for a run with so many different Pokemon, you just gotta go with whatever first comes to your mind. And the only thing on my mind was, I need a nickname that's similar to Stanley, so we can properly remember it's lost. Maybe for the sake of catching Pokemon. Trick is not a bad idea, but it's not really, like, something I would use in normal gameplay. Like, it feels too niche for me, even with the mod being made more with more options in mind. Nostalgia is interesting, but I think I'd rather just take the stronger same type attack bonus. And I used all my IV items. See, this is why I wanted to just hoard them until the end. What do they have for your stats anyways? I got so distracted by the move pool I didn't even look. Sap Zipper, that's interesting. Could give us some good coverage against grass. Of course you got the neutral nature, but that'll just make it easier for me to tell. Very well balanced between attack and special attack. But I know Dudu will be able to help us decide what to do with it. Do I take the route or do I take the rest? Stop. Well, I guess we're taking the rest. Stop. I can't just. I forgot that you actually have a healing station on here. Buy some trees, sure. Oh, I just remembered something you could do with the daycare. Oh man, it's an impractical purchase, but I want to get shiny Pokeblocks. Let me go for priorities. You know, I'll have to check. Maybe I'll just copy this over to. Maybe once this run is over, I'll copy the save back onto the Steam Deck. Because I think I'm starting to wonder if it's the software that I'm using and not messing around with the save files that's causing these visual glitches. Because technically what I'm using is old. I completely forgot that it wasn't even supposed to work. I was with Emerald 2.0. Oh, sorry, I'm getting all sidetracked. The thing is, here's my game plan. With the daycare, you can leave a Pokemon in there. And get it later. Since Frosty's probably gonna get replaced anyways, I'm gonna have Frosty just hang out in the daycare. That way, if God forbid anything happens to Aurora or Ninetales, we'll at least have Frosty as a backup. I'm assuming this still counts against the achievement of keeping your starter through an entire run. Alright, with that out of the way, first thing I should do is buy Fire Pokeblocks. This is the only one I can get that I still need. Oh, I almost missed out on an opportunity to get a Monosmith. So, keep that in mind too. Fire... Check to see how many of our Pokemon would benefit from a special attack feature. Maybe Aurora, but I'm not sure if I want to go special defense or a special attack with it. And it kind of already has a special attack. Actually, yeah, it has special attack nature. So I might as well get it for that mint. Damn, but I'm not sure if I want to go special or physical. I never did look up what to do and Rose Raid. Like in the Pokedex. And you... Well, maybe I should just get a modest mint to... Because anything is better than that. Boost defense, but reduces special attack. Up special attack. Lowers dex. Up special defense, but lowers defense. I definitely want one of you. I guess the question is, do I want it for some of the more... Do I want it for the walls on my team? No. And I never use my Adamant Mint. I can at least I think I want a Jolly Nature for you. But this nature is a mistake, and I can at least fix that with this Spirit Adamant Mint I bought. I bought it for my Zoomerol that I have that was my starter that took me to the championship the first time around. But I specifically didn't actually use it, so I could get multiple uses out of it, as seen here. this is just objectively better. And I think I'm gonna try to look up Roserade in the Pokedex and see if I can figure out if I want you to be a physical or a special attacker. Only Badoo. But that definitely looks like I am a special attacker. I always want to get one Modestment for the road, because having just randomly getting a Modestment this early on just feels like a steal. Guessing you can have the Evilite. It's always risky to actually give it a Evilite because I only have one, and if anything happens to my Pokemon, that's gone as well. I guess the only thing left is, do I want Cynthia to have a modest nature? Maybe not, because I'm still gonna get mileage out of Shadow Sneak and Payback. And it's a slow Pokemon to begin with. You know what? I can't resist. As a treat, I'll get a shiny Pokeblock. Because I'm just that much of a sucker for shiny Pokemon. And there's not anything else I'm going to be spending my money on around here, so maybe I'll get a Modestment for the go. Who knows what... I probably shouldn't. I probably got enough special attackers as is. But who's to say RNG actually lets me decide what I want to spend Pokemon on. And you know what, maybe I'll get 2 Fire Pokeblocks just in case we come across a honey tree. So he needs one in the route, one in the tree, and see what I like better. I'm not sure. Oh, I completely forgot about you. Oh, I don't like the fact that I see feet up ahead. Excuse me. I'll explain why in a bit. Oh, we get the amulet coin early on. That could be a game changer, but let me make sure there's not anything better, because this guy's whole gimmick is that he can get you items much earlier than you normally would have. I didn't think it would be this many, this early. But you can get stuff you would normally not otherwise be able to buy, but you have to wait until the next time you see him in order to get it. If I had anyone with guts, I might actually play around with it. Wise Glasses, I have a lot of special attackers, so that might be worth it. I'm also starting to realize that I think Alolan Ninetales is a Pokemon that's a Stone evolution, so it learns. So the reason that it has so many good moves is because it's not going to learn any for level up. All this is good, but I really lean towards playing the long game and just getting the amulet coin as soon as possible, so I can stock up on money to buy even better items later on. That requires us actually finding him early on. But I think that might be worth it. Oh, right, you can buy more than one thing. Yeah, still. considering that we actually have a fight to go through, just I will hold on to him for my Frosty for a little bit longer. So, what are we gonna get you in the meantime? Alright, I was trying to wait until we took care of our business around here, but I can't wait any longer. I need to take a water break. It is also getting kind of late, but I'll go for a little bit longer when we get back. There's good. Alright, BRB. Alright, I'm back. Yeah. Damn, it's unfortunate, but I'm running in a situation where I'm getting stuff up from talking for a long period of time. So I probably will just go to 10. I feel bad because I got started late, but it might be good because it gives me time to actually save the VODs and set all that up without worrying about everything going haywire. Or like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I guess I don't know if I'll actually use layer coming up, but it'll get more mileage than False Fight for this fight. Do I even want to get rid of anything I have going on here, though? The fact that you don't have the thing... Well, there's a lot of things that you need to actually... The fact that I can't set up a Aurora Veil because I don't have an Aurora Veil and no... Butter. Man, I'm starting to wonder how good 9TS is actually gonna be because I have to dedicate my whole team to be an ice team. I guess that's not as bad considering it's snow, not hail. Here, but still. Anyways, I'm all worried about feet because up ahead we have a rival fight. In Emerald Rouge, like every few routes or so, they just throw a boss fight your way. I guess I could, you know, let's just get it over with while I'm talking it up. I'm pretty sure I can still go back and actually stack up on things afterwards. Not sure if I picked the best lean, but no going back now. Oof, I got a little scared there. Yeah, I gotta remind myself to actually update my Emerald Rouge playing software. Not really liking... what do you got, Frosty? Anyway, you might be better than Steve. I'm just worried that it's gonna bounce. And you know what, if it doesn't bounce, it probably will have wing attack, which is worse. Sure, Cynthia, because you're pretty defensive, especially for this early on. You got confused, right? We can make this work with you. Though I'm starting to realize how useful an electric type will be. Oh my god, is there a type that I do already have? Also, how dare you get a Supersonic turn 1? Guess I can't complain too much. The fact they got nothing for a water flying type tells me that my team needs work. Like, you think someone on this team would be able to do something about this man type. Frosty could be an option when it evolves, but alas, it's not evolved yet. I don't know, maybe just to get rid of Fusion, I'll just start setting up with Frosty. Give our little fellow... This is not going to be your last time in the limelight, my friend. Was I wrong about you being defensive? Not completely, it's just that you're physically defensive. But you have a horrible nature for that. You know, your special defense is garbage. Back into Cynthia. Maybe after 3 turns you'll finally hit yourself? Nope. Yo, that's my specially defensive Pokemon. What are you doing? Oh, come on. I even specifically went for payback. I mean, that's still a good chunk of damage for payback, so maybe it is just as long as I move last. I don't know, I slept on early game Spirit Tomb. It's putting in more work than I gave it credit for. Wait, that's just his first Pokemon. I do have ice types. Like, Dragon is one thing I do actually have a counter for. Nice, I even called a switch. I should have saw that coming, but I didn't. Really? So close to getting... why he even bothered with the protecting is not gonna do you any good. It's not gonna save you from diddly squat. What do you get out of it? 1 less power point for Powder Snow? Oh. You are staying in. Okay, this team needs a lot of work. So many things I don't cover, and the very apparent weakness to fire just showed its ugly face. And the fact that the thing about the rival is that we fight them a bunch of times. And because we fight them over and over, their team isn't going to change that much. Like, I feel confident that we will have to worry about this Kolava for the rest of the run. Thankfully, we had a Stantler that knew Earthquake way earlier than it should have any right to. But if we don't do something about our team, that's going to be a problem. Oof. So, yeah, step 1. Sorry, Frosty. I wish I could have gave you more time to shine, but it's for your own safety. You need to stay behind. I almost wonder if Aurora would actually be the better option to save. Just because I see myself doing more with... feel like I get more coverage out of Rock Ice rather than Ice Fairy, but although Ninetales is good, and I feel like I'm a fool for even saying that previous sentence out loud. I mean, just because Fairy and Ice both cover Dragon doesn't mean that Fairy and Ice isn't an amazing type. Right, I completely forgot I can buy berries from you. This will be slightly less relevant once I actually evolve my Cypher, but walking this to Rock, that might not be a bad idea. Save special defense. Already have citrus berries. Speaking of though, how many citrus berries can I afford to just plant? No, I'll do 2 to be on the safe side. Actually, maybe I can get away with my potions for a little bit. Oh, I didn't mean to plant that one. No. Well, if my items are going to be re-equipped, I probably don't need to worry about playing too many blackberries. Actually, I'm kind of confused on when items re-equip and when they don't, because it feels like it feels kind of mixed. What do you have again? Cobra might come in handy once I evolve my Stantler. I think in this game I just need the Hissui artifact for it. I think I'll actually buy 2 of you. 1 to plant for later, and 1 to have for now in a pinch. Yeah, I guess I won't need it for a little bit, so I can just plant it now. Just in case I have anything I can do with these rare berries, I'll plant 1 of you now. Sure. You're put away. Do I want to get more treats for you? I don't think Dragon would help me coverage-wise, but I am tempted to pick this up anyways because the only Dragon type that I know from Hissui is Goodra, and part Steel, part Dragon. I could definitely use Hissui and Goodra. Alright, Gibble's a thing. I mean, Gibble wouldn't be bad either though. I don't need a dragon type, but all the dragon types I can think of in the Hissui Dex, I feel like I could benefit from. Because I think the first thing we need to do is sort out our team so we don't have a glaring weakness to fire, which I guess Steven won't be that much of an issue because once it's evolved, the rock typing will cancel out the bug weakness. Until then, Cricket Blue. Let's be honest, even though I spent the mint on it, I'll probably get rid of Roselia and just hope I find a battle tutor / a TM shop to take care of Aurora. But I'm not sure why I'm dwelling on that now, because that's definitely a future Jackie K problem. What is the current Jackie K problem is cleaning out my bag space. I feel like I'm gonna run out of space quickly. feel like I should spend my money on some other things. See, this is... I told you we'd spend all day just here. Sure, maybe I'll pick up another Culver Berry just... so I have something. Actually, I don't have that much money. I'll save it. Because I'll definitely need money for TMs, Move Tutors, maybe even potions. Oh, right. We have options now. Who else can learn things? Well, that's what I get for spending it now. Then, this is the problem of Emerald Run. Oh man, the question is like, I don't need more ice types. I was just talking about how I need more battle. I talked about how I need, like, moves and all that, but now I'm worried I'm not gonna have the money to actually get the stuff. And I need a 6th Pokemon. I should have taken the route. Oh well. This is the guy who helps us decide what to do with our Pokemon teams, though. Right? If I don't want to evolve you, I could just give you the evil light, but I'm pretty sure I do want to evolve you eventually. Calm Mind, Dark Pulse. That's what it's not sure if I'm really gonna take that to a key. Yeah, so Ninetales that really needs makeover. Aurora Veil, Freeze Dry, Hypnosis. Nothing to cover Fairy, but I guess I don't need Hypnosis that badly, but I'm not gonna get Aurora Veil unless I go to a tutor, aren't I? But I would also need Snowscape in order to actually even use it. And money is also something I might have to worry about. So, where is Aurora Veil? Why is it not there? Not sure why Snowscape is on here twice. Looks like I can't even afford it, even if I wanted to. Yeah, I think it'd be worth selling some things to actually... Yeah, I definitely should have taken the route. Like... Surely I don't need 34 cherry berries. Even if I'm exclusively using them for healing, paralyzation, and that. Because that will give me enough to get Snowscape, but nothing else. And I was pondering if it'd be even worth it. But I'm not... Considering like this would give me up my evasion. Also have Blizzard that would be 100% accurate. I can do some mad damage with some snow on the field. The problem is that if I do this, I won't be able to afford anything else. I don't know though, I think it'll still be worth it. Now, you watch you have light clay, and I don't know how I'm gonna get enough money for a light clay. Don't think selling all the berries in the world will be enough to cover the cost of that. Oh, what is my hyper potion worth? I really shouldn't, but let me double check how much that was again. Because I might... Only 1700. I might be able to pull something out of my butt out. Don't need paralyzed heals if I have the berries. I have some spear berries. So I'll sell the ice heals. Sell the antidotes because of the Peach Berry. Full heal's worth the most. Don't know how I feel about the Pokemon being bitter though. Yeah, definitely not worth selling that. Probably, I mean, I say it won't get any mileage out of this, but where can I get like $1,000 up like that? Selling Pokeballs seems like the most obvious option, but I like catching things in cool Pokeballs. But getting that light clay early is definitely worth it. Quick Ball will probably save my butt. Might be good for my inventory if I don't have full heal and big Mossilos. I think that gives me just enough to actually get that light clay. We'll have to see if it's worth it was worth gouging the depths of my item inventory to do this, though. But if I'm gonna go in with the snow strats... Actually, I don't have... What am I doing? I don't have anything yet. I don't have a Aurora Veil. Didn't need to waste the money on the light clay. I could have saved that... Save that money for something I could use now. Well. At least I have it for later, I guess. And can't afford anything else, so we're just moving onwards. Still kinda can't help but feel that this was the wrong option. Yeah, I wish there was more. I just wish that there was more ways to have chemistry with snow rather than just ice type Pokemon. because I would make an ice team, or I would make a snow team, if it didn't revolve around the fact of having all my... pretty much, that I would have to have a whole team of ice types to really make use of it. Although Ninetales is a good start though, because like Aurora Veil could help me with other Pokemon. I don't know, Hex is good, but I could like having Shadow Sneak because of priority. I think at this point, like, I can't think of a scenario that I wouldn't do at least 25 damage with Shadow Sneak, so I guess Night Shade can serve its purpose. Oh my god, I only got Nasty Plot though? The problem is, what would I even get rid of? Clearly the Hex I just learned. I would get rid of Trick, but then I can't get it back. Probably better to rely on the more accurate status anyways. Oh, right. This actually has good chemistry with my Technician ability. So... well, we're not using False Swipe in this battle anyways. We should probably learn Quick Attack as well. Technically, when... right, do I even have a new slot for Imprison? No. I think I'm better off sticking with the set that I have. And sure, it would have been nice to pick up one Pokemon for the battle up ahead, but I feel like we can do fine with 5. I'm gonna say... right, I know who you are now. Just didn't quite recognize your older skills, right? This is gonna be fun. A little scary at the start, but fair. Blizzard feels like overkill. Do you really want to play around with this fella, though? It has some counter to your evasion ability. A lot of normal flying types. Ooh, that could have been a problem. It did just occur to me that if I lose little Ninetales after spending all my funds, like almost every penny that I own on it, that could have been a sad problem in itself. But I just realized that you only had 3 Pokemon. We're good. I'd be very surprised if this Blizzard doesn't one-shot Apom as well. Like, this whole Blizzard draft seems like a good idea. Only downside I have is that it's how low in power points it is. It makes me kind of wonder if it's something that I would actually be able to toggle on and off with a ice type move that has higher power points, and save it for the more major battles. But I'm not sure if that's in my merits. This would be good because it gives me a hint for the fight up ahead, but I need to rework my team a bit. Of course, Burden. This seems like grass and bug types, which I don't think we need more of. let's give this a shot. I was gonna wrap it up here, but I guess I can afford to at least squeeze in a couple more routes before we get a do. I gotta remember that I have items. Like if I don't like the wild Pokemon, I can use Pokeblocks to get some cool stuff instead. Oh, hello, it's my friend Kulava. Oh, so fine to see you again so soon. Yeah, I could use a ground type. I just don't know if I want to take my chances on getting a Gibble, or if I should just take one of the ground types that are already here. Oh, great. Both of these are physical. What am I doing? Both of these are physical attacks. I can't do anything with Nasty Plot. At least you can take hits well. Because this seems like it's going to be my only way to get good damage in until I mess around with my moves a little bit more. Finish you off. And you will have no more fire types they have to worry about. Right? Oh, that was your only Pokemon. Cool, Steve already has a new item. How do you evolve? Oh, you don't evolve all the way until level 30. I mean, the good news we're almost at level 30. Sure. I almost want to keep it on quick ability because she's probably the most frail out of everyone in the team, but she should do a little bit better when she's a Roselia, and Evilite Cypher, it's gotta be pretty good. You know what? I was gonna maybe I could use Flying type. I did just realize I forgot to give Steve False Swipe, but we should still be good. Ooh, it's a good thing I gave you the Evilite. I'm not even... Just get into the Pokeball. I can use you healed up. The one thing I didn't think too much... the one thing I didn't think of well is who gets replaced. Oh, right. I left a Pokemon at the daycare, so I only had 5 slots. I thought I somehow canceled out actually getting it all together. Yeah, I'm trying to... Oh, I didn't mean to switch, I was just trying to look and see... trying to figure out how you actually fit into the team. To be fair though, this is not a bad play. What do you got, Gligar? Hyper Cutter, It's no poison heal, but I'm not sure if you don't get that until you evolve or not. Ground flying makes you kind of weak to ice, and we have a bit of an ice weakness, but that will alleviate itself once we get Steve evolved. I guess I'm looking into any excuse I can to get rid of Cricket Blue. Not intentionally, I'm just like real concerned about having both a grass and a bug type. Even if like the bug rock combination will take care of a lot of the issues that we would otherwise have. You know what, if I can get that Toxic Orb that I saw before, it's like if we actually had a Pokemon that can make use out of it, I run with it. Yeah, I can definitely see Glysaur being a Pokemon that we get some mileage out of. Everyone's level 33, which means Badoo will actually be in a range that I actually can want to evolve. Speaking of which, wait. You evolve without an item? I thought because it was like one of those Pokemon that had a really obtuse evolution that would just be a Pokemon Go situation and just need the Hissui specific item. The general Hissui blob item. But no, I guess we get our weird deer now. Stambella is evolving! It's like your signature move, so of course I'm gonna grab it. Let's be real, I'm never gonna actually use Trick. I'm not big brain enough. And let's get you evolved. If you're gonna stick around, you might as well. It's like, I might be able to have a place for a Roselia after all. With the poisons, because I completely overlooked the poison subtyping. Oh, and you can... Did you always have these moves? You already have Mega Drain. Toxic Spike, that'd be a fun one to actually use with the more competitive focus. Just don't know where I would fit it. Probably like... Probably swap between Growth and Toxic Spice, to be perfectly honest. Mimic is a target and copies his special ability. Raises attack and special defense by focusing the mind. I don't know why, but I think I might... Problem is I don't really have any special moves. I'm really pushing myself as a physical attacker. But having a way to boost special defense might still be worth it. Great, and now... But now I'm stuck with two Pokeblocks of Fire and Dragon, and... Not really sure who would be replaced by them. Maybe I should hold on to them a little bit longer and save it for a rainy day in case something happens to a Pokemon that we already have. Did the Glider actually learn new moves and I just completely overlooked it? Ah, wow. Why do you got so many amazing stuff to play around with? I guess we don't... A Hooligan, if we really want Fairy Cutter, we can have an Uncipher. We got a U-turn. Only thing you don't have any ground type moves. Are you even a physical attacker? You are. And it's not perfect, but I think I might have a ground type option for you after all. The problem is, like, your move pool is already so great, I don't know what I would even want to get rid of. So worry about... Guess I'll get rid of Knockoff for now, it's great. But I think I'll only use it for more major fights. And I never even got a chance to show off the cool fact that we can... All the things I got off screen is like... There's this dude who talks to you about... There's this dude who teaches about riding Pokemon, and that's... I took a few upgrades, but now I'm able to jump up cliffs as well as down them. That's just one of the many things they offer. That's like how you're able to do Cut and Rock Smash so early on. Yeah. I love this feature alone. It took... It did cost a bit, but I think I'm already getting my money worth out of it. You know, we're probably fine because Steve is fast, but maybe I should have someone out in the lead that won't get completely obliterated by a rock-type Pokemon in case for some reason I can't run. Oh. The bird Pokemon is strongest in the world. Well, I guess it's not I guess it's not terrible. Not the worst league I could possibly have. Especially with, like, part flying, lack of item boosted, aerobics. I think we're good. There's always room to be proven wrong, though. Come on, Glider, you just need to get one more hit off, and we're good. Yeah, like there's... The problem is I like everyone on the team, but I know there's probably some type combinations that I'm not well covered for. Guess that's a Jack Key of the future problem, though. Yeah, it's so nice to just ignore the puzzle I love getting more of the item that I was trying to get rid of in the first place. One of those two said this is sarcasm. Can you tell which one? It's okay if you can't. I know I did a poor job expressing human emotion. It's kind of... Speaking of getting items back that I just sold, is that gonna be like the theme of this place or something? Alright. Oh, 2 minutes right at the end. Make sure I don't accidentally run into the door early. Right now, I guess I could either show off what honey trees do. I mean, warm kind of feels like it means coverage that we desperately need. But I don't know who I get rid of. Maybe Prickabilly. It's like I would pointedly cover Fairy. And that is something you don't have coverage for. I could probably use for Cynthia. What is grass cover? Water, ground, rock. A lot of stuff that my other Pokemon... Well, I guess ice covers ground and ground covers rock. Maybe this isn't a bad... I would love to have fun with Toxic Spikes, but maybe for the sake of coverage... Good choice. Besides, all this is going to be thrown down the wire the moment I actually start having Pokemon faint anyways. Only thing is, if I go that route, then I'm definitely locked out of the other stuff. And like, I could use more trips to the battle tutor to like finish tooling out Aurora's moveset. But we got an Amulet coin waiting, and Gloomy. I really could use more fire types. I hope I don't regret this choice. Well, we could get our own Kulava. There's no passing ground leaf. If I didn't already have Cypher in tow, maybe Rock would be a fair combination. It allows to keep Prickabilly, but I would have to seriously consider getting rid of Steve if that's the case. And let me at least encounter them and get them on the decks. I think that's how it works, at least. Yeah. The part that's weird to me, wait. This is a Hissui. This is not a Hisuian Growlithe. No, we're good to take either or. This is gonna be a pure fire type. The question is, which one is better? I finally had a Pokemon that had Intimidate on our team. I think it was Stantler, but I got changed to Sap Sipper when it evolved, which... not terrible, but I don't really have any need for a grass weakness. Great, and now I'm just so now I'm conflicted of whether I should keep Steve or Cricket Blue. I have a rock. Rock bug. What is rock bug even weak to? Like, there's the weaknesses of water. I guess you'd still be weak to rock. Water and rock. If I get rid of Cricket Blue, I don't really have a good answer for either of them, and the two Pokemon weak to rock. I guess I am just trading more. As much as I want to keep Steve, maybe having a non-Hissui Pokemon. Oh, that's right, because the Hissui dex will become part goes with. Oh man, but I already have Spirit Tomb, so as much as I would want Hissui and Typhlosion, that wouldn't be worth it. So I guess that at least narrows down which of the two I'm gonna get. But who to get rid of? You know, before... Not to procrastinate things more, but before I forget... I don't think I get a nickname for you now, but I should come up with something before anything happens. Cricket Blue or Steve? Cricket Blue or Steve? Cricket Blue or Steve? So long as... don't really have any physical options, and I wish I knew which one was stronger off the top of my head when fully evolved. They both need items in order to get to that point. But you are going to be weak to fire, psychic, meanwhile you are going to be weak to rock and water. Well, first things first, catch the pupper. Love to get one on Intimidate, but I don't think there'll be an easy way to tell that apart. Until I evolve it, never mind. No! You weren't supposed to do that much damage. Now where am I gonna get an intimidating growling? I don't know if it's the right play, but I am leaning towards getting rid of. Is it the right play? Because yeah, I don't have any water or rock options, but I could get something later down the line, and Hissuian's like surely Cleavor, that's real strong. It can stealth rocks without even trying. where's the other Growlithe? Because I mostly want to just try to get my intimidated Growlithe and call it a night. For some reason, I'm a little disappointed that you're not female, but we can work with that. Like, Roselia is a strong special attacker. I really need to make up my mind on what I'm gonna do quickly. We got 2 special attackers. I think I'm gonna keep Steve, like... I'm probably gonna regret this. But Stone Cleave feels like it's gonna be way too good of an ability, or way too good of a move. See if we can get it up to that point. For you, that just sounds like a good dog name. Now your move pool. And I guess time will tell if I made the right decision or not. I was gonna end it off when I caught that Growlithe, but you figure the more I think about it, the more I think I should at least finish up the route. We're holding versus our image. Oh, cool. Team Galactic fights. Well, good thing I kept Derp in the lead. Dang it, of course he barely survived the hit. Surely, Aurora, you can take anything to sink and dish out. The only regret I have with this thing is that we definitely don't have a means to get a fairy type move on it, which I think would be real helpful. Scarfy. Let's see what new stuff you can learn. Immediate replacement for Bite. Nice. Yeah, it was definitely important for me to have a fire type when I have this thing that's quad weak to ice. Still needs Ashley Surf, but that's like the next ride Pokemon upgrade, and I definitely didn't have enough to afford that. Also, speaking of ride, what am I doing? I can ride Pokemon. And I think if I had others, I could actually swap with them with the shoulder button, but alas, this is the only Pokemon we have that can, in our party that can ride at the moment. Though something I do have, this Gold Whistle allows me to like save a Pokemon that I caught from previous runs. So yeah, this is... I would boast about this shiny Stantler, but it's not really that special. The guy who teaches you about riding Pokemon gives it to you for free, just so you have a means to ride Pokemon. Just figured I'd show it off a little bit, because that is a neat freebie. You get a way to distinguish like your own Pokemon from the from the default, like better way to describe it. So yeah, I think Glykor has good potential to do wonderful things on the team, so if I can, I want to balance the team in a way that I don't have to replace Dirt. Was I using he pronouns? Oh well. I'll learn from it. I wasn't being... I'll do better going forward. It kinda sucks that this is special when our Glykor is definitely physically oriented, but I assume it's better than us then. Kind of, like, especially over aerobics, I kind of wonder if, like, aerobics would still do more damage, at least without an item, compared to the mud shock down throwing here. Definitely worth knowing that when I do find a means to get a better ground type move, that's going like on the Pokemon immediately. I was gonna finish this route and then call it apart, but this is turning out to be an especially big route. So, there's a Jolly Mint that I was hoping to get. I mean, I guess it's not bad. I just had 2 alternate paths. I think I'm ready to take Aurora for another spin. And what a good time to do so. I didn't really get a good count of how many Pokemon that she actually had, so I'm not even sure if it's worth taking the time to set up this snowscape. Well, it's cool and all that you're boosting your physical defense so much. Unfortunately for you, I have an overpowered special attack. So you're kinda out of luck, my friend. Poison fight, you know, oh man, that's like, I would keep you out, but this is like bad to you on multiple accounts. That gets neutralized by nature. I forgot to put the Evil Light back on you, which would have been real convenient. A little iffy about sending you in against the Steeler, despite how well you resist everything. Let's try to stand down out. Not too bad. Yeah, I gotta do some Googling because I might take some time. Wait. Poison fighting. Yeah, you're quad weak to Psychic. I'd be a fool not to go for this. But yeah, I'm thinking to do some more research on the snow status effect because that was just recently introduced and I haven't really taken Pokemon seriously since like, I did some Wi-Fi battle stuff in the X and Y era. So I wouldn't say after that. Maybe like some... I know for sure after the Switch games I kind of just was done with stop keeping track of new moves and abilities and that as they come out. You know, you're useless. I don't have Terra. But let me see if I can afford anything new on you. Dream Kiss. Could be good, a decent walling option. Or I could just go straight out for Moonblast. That seems like a better, smarter idea. What else can we get on you? Water Ball? That wouldn't do too much good. But also, can't forget about my other Pokemon. Oh man, aerobics. But once I evolve, once I go through the evolution process, that won't really be necessary. Speaking of evolution, maybe I should just see if they have the item in stock. Although mixed certain species of Pokemon involved, that must just be an Emerald Rouge, because I remember that being completely useless in the main game. You know, let me double check what item actually evolves Cypher, because I always get the items mixed up. One time I think I bought a Pelt Rock, thinking that it would work on the Avalog when it was the Hisuian artifact, or vice versa. Pokedex. Black Aurora. That was the item that I thought was for Avalog, when it turned out not to be. And we don't have... that doesn't look like an option that we can get at the moment. So I'm gonna stop worrying about it. I mean, Dazzling Gleam's not too bad. Moonblast is obviously better, but I'm kind of wondering if I should save the power points for something else like, oh, I don't know, Aurora Veil? Why can't I learn Aurora Veil? I know, I'm pretty sure they made a TM or TR. But that shouldn't be the only way. You know what? It's getting kind of late anyways. So I'll do this on my own time. I'm a little conflicted in if I want to stream this more or play more on my own time. Maybe I'll even do streams a little more frequently just so I can finish up this run. But regardless, I'll see y'all for the next time I stream, or for the next video you see. Take care.